So Caitlin Clark fever has hit North America. Yes, good old Caitlin Clark makes her highly, and I do mean highly anticipated WNBA debut. This, quite frankly, is one of the most anticipated player debuts in the history of sports in North America. We've got a 3.5-minute interview from earlier in the day. We're going to go and play that. Back with some closing thoughts after that.
I mean, I'm excited. I think this is the best way to do it. Just get out there and go for it. It doesn't really feel like my first game. I feel like it's just kind of another basketball game that you prepare for in the same way you always have. Obviously, it's a little different magnitude, but for me, it's like this is basketball. Just go play basketball, have fun doing it, and I think the result will be good. Yeah, I think it'll be good. I mean, I don't think it's any different from college. I played in front of sold-out crowds literally every single game, so these environments don't, scare me or impact me at all. I think it's just embrace it, enjoy it. I'm sure there will be just a lot of basketball fans here that really appreciate the game. So for myself, that's fun to play in front of. Yeah, I think I slept really good, honestly. I don't feel nervous or really anxious. I think I'm just excited more than anything and just embracing it. Obviously Connecticut's really good and everything that they do. Get a step on the court with a lot of really great players tonight. So I think just rely on the people around me and be myself. I know this team needs stuff from me, so just go out there and perform and have a lot of fun. Definitely interesting. Never stayed in a casino before, the night before a game, so I guess there's a first for everything.
Coach was saying.
Yeah, I think just expect the physicality. They're going to be super physical. They're going to hold you. They're going to pressure the ball. They're going to blitz on ball screens. Just expect all that. Know it's coming. That's just what they do. That's what they do to every single team. So I think, going into the game with the mindset of it's coming and you're not surprised by it when it happens. So I think that's been the biggest thing to focus on coming into this game. With what they've been doing here, it's been pretty impressive. And I think Steph White is a tremendous coach. I think she has a great basketball mind, and it's been fun getting to know her. Obviously, she's called a lot of my games in college, so it'll be fun to go against her as, the opposing head coach. But yeah, learning on the fly, not everything's going to be perfect tonight. This is our first game, but being able to learn and stack days and stack practices and see improvement, that's what we want to see. But we want to know we left this court, playing as hard as we possibly can, giving it everything we got, and, I think we'll be happy with the result if we do that. I mean, I don't feel like it's been really that much different from my college career. It's I try to carry myself in the way that I've always have before a lot of people have watched me. Just go about your business, be a good human, enjoy playing the game. I don't feel like it's any fake persona that I put on. I think that's why people also enjoy watching me play, whether it's on the court or whatever it is. I think they can see that I'm a real human being. I'm just like every single one of them, and I think that's the biggest thing is just go about your business on how you do in everyday life. And I think that carries over to the court and how I prep for basketball and how I respect the game and love this game so much. So I don't really feel any pressure about, the way I have to act or the way I have to perform. I think it just comes with, how I've always gone about my business and the person that I am.
Have you heard?
The biggest thing is I hope they can just enjoy the product that's out on the floor, not just the Indiana Fever, but obviously the Connecticut Sun too, and what they've been able to do. Obviously they have so much talent, so I hope they continue to come back and continue to buy a ticket, or if you're watching on TV, I know we're on ESPN tonight, and continue to turn on the TV and support teams, whether it's these two teams that play tonight or whatever team it is across the W. The product is so good, so I hope oftentimes people fall in love when they give it a chance, so I guess just give it a chance, and I think you'll just keep coming back.
Have you heard any?
I think the biggest thing, people have said, is just continue to be yourself, and then just give yourself grace, and that's going to be the most important thing. Not everything's going to be perfect. I know the outside world thinks I'm going to do some amazing things, but that might take some time, and if things aren't perfect right away or one game's not as amazing as I want it to be, give yourself grace, continue to learn, continue to get better from it, and I think that's just the biggest thing.
So I don't know about you, but Caitlin Clark already looks like she's been a professional in the WNBA for quite some time. She appears to be handling all of the pressure that's actually on her quite nicely at this point. We'll just have to see how things play out in the games that she's going to be playing in the WNBA this season. Certainly the eyes of at least North America and quite frankly the rest of the world are on her tonight as she makes her debut in a game in Connecticut against the Connecticut Sun. The Sun actually sold out just under 9,000 tickets for the game In her preseason game against the Atlanta Dream, they sold over 13,000 seats, and that arena, they moved to a bigger arena to accommodate for the Caitlin Clark fever, if you will. Certainly, the Caitlin Clark effect is having it in many ways on the WNBA as they look to tip off their 28th season. From charter flights to the announcement of a brand new expansion team in Toronto, not next year, but the following year, that Toronto franchise will actually begin, which will take the number of franchises up to 14. According to the WNBA, they're looking to actually get up to 16 franchises at some point in the next 5 seasons. The Connecticut Sun last year went 27-13, ended up losing to the New York Liberty 2-1 in the WNBA finals, and of course the Aces took down the Liberty in the finals. As for the Indiana Fever, they finished last season 13-27 and actually lucked into this Caitlin Clark pick. It will be a fantastic night, and I'm sure the ratings for tonight's game are going to be off the hook. All right, if you're new to the Underrated, do check out our big sports website at underrated.media. Also, subscribe to our daily newsletter. We will be covering the WNBA every day in our daily, so go ahead and subscribe to that. For the Underrated, I am Dave DeBaugh, wishing you all a tremendous rest of your sports viewing day. To the guitar riffs we go.